welcome to our December weather forecast with Mark Dodich. Hi, Mark.
Hi, can you believe it's the end of the year already?
I can't. I feel like I'm just waking up and going, where did the year go?
Yep.
It's just
Yep.
amazing. So yeah, here we are. You're going to tell us about December 2018, kind of what the energy is we can expect. So give it to us and I hope it's good.
Sure. So we'll start the first of the month off in the words that nobody likes to hear, Mercury retrograde.
Right.
And of course, that started back on November 16th. The difference is, in November, it was in the sign Sagittarius, which is travel, higher philosophy, opening up to greater belief systems, and rethinking,
Right.
those kind of issues. Well, this month, it's still retrograde until December 6th. However, it moves backwards into the sign Scorpio. And of course, Scorpio brings up all those hidden emotions,
Right.
or being able to communicate deep and vulnerable issues would be an important thing for people to do here.
Okay.
Just as always, when Mercury's retrograde, you want to make sure that you're not, shall we say, making concrete
Right.
decisions. You need to leave some wiggle room in, is one of the things that's going.
Right.
And one of the interesting things is Mercury retrograde ending what we call stationary direct, stopping to go forward, is on the new moon on December 6th. So here's what's complicated. The new moon is in the sign Sagittarius, which is coach, mentor, minister, traveler. I want to do it big. I'm ready for more in my life. Yet Scorpio is kind of a private, mind your own business kind of a sign. So one of the themes you're going to see over the month, because we've got winter solstice coming up
Right.
and things of that nature, is there's this one part that is just overall over the top, go out and have a party. And then there's this other part that says, I want privacy, mind my own business, kind of a thing.
Right.
And I think you'll see that as kind of a theme this month where kind of the turtle comes out of its shell for a little bit and then it goes back in and hides. And I can point to several things over the month that are going to do that. Now, it would be important to share your ideas this month.
Okay.
And the bigger the better. You don't need to self-depreciate or make them smaller things. Go ahead and make them big. The issue is you can't believe everything you hear.
Okay.
So on one side of my mouth, I'm saying, oh, this is the time to get out and share ideas and higher philosophy. And what do we want to create in our life in this, this changing world? And the other level is as well, sometimes people just need to get their ideas out. They don't know which ones are actually going to be the ones that are actually willing to roll up their sleeves and get to work on.
Right.
Okay. And so that's going to be a theme this month in particular. Now, for the party people, this Mercury that does turn direct on December 6th will move back into Sagittarius on the 12th of the month, which carries us through the year, which is, of course, a party animal type of energy.
Right.
So obviously that's going to really support getting out and doing holiday parties after the 12th. And I would encourage people to be social, just with the caveat we mentioned earlier that there's going to be this private, leave me alone kind of energy.
Right.
Now, the full moon, which is going to be the day after solstice.
Okay.
So full moon and solstice come really close to each other. And that means we're going to have Cancer and Capricorn. Well, Cancer wants warm and fuzzies, family, curl up by the fire. They like comfort food. And Capricorn's about responsibilities and boundaries. And so we're all going to be realigning. And there's more to it than this. I'm just trying to simplify it for the month. But how are we doing with our nurturing needs? Are we being nurtured in the things we're doing or the people we're sharing with? Or do we need to have better boundaries?
Right.
And where are we taking on the responsibilities we need to take on versus where are we taking on responsibilities that really aren't ours to do? And so we're all going to go through kind of a culling out process of that. And of course, because it's going to be a part of the winter solstice chart, that means it's with us for the next 3 months.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Good to know.
Now, Christmas Day itself has the moon in Leo. There's not a whole lot to talk about with December 25th. However, Leo is about opening hearts, living in a warm heart kind of a place. And so it's just a general feel-good day, nothing really gigantic or dynamic, okay? The more complicated one to talk about is New Year's Eve.
Okay.
So part of the deal is the moon's going to be in Scorpio, which is private. I want to stay home, mind my own business.
Right.
And at the same time, in the evening, the planet Mars is going to move into Aries for about 6 weeks. And Aries is, I got to get off my backside. I need to get things moving. Of course, that'll be great for the January exercise people, start their exercise program. But New Year's Eve itself, we got this one level that's saying, I need to get out and I need to move and dance and be active. And the other part that's saying, private, mind my own business.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see how people deal with that contradiction for their New Year's Eve celebration.
Yeah, how do you honor both? Yeah.
Yeah. And as I said, for the month, there really is that balancing of one part's more what we'll call social party animal, opening to bigger ideas, bigger ideals. And the other part is kind of I need to pull within for my own internal space. And so I would urge people not to look at that as a contradiction, but just two different parts of you that are calling for attention.
Right.
And the issue is how are we going to balance that?
Right.
Because I can point to things over the whole month that have that kind of contradiction.
Okay. So we need to do both.
Contradictions aren't bad. They're just a little bit of a juggling act.
Right. Right. You have to navigate them and kind of like be aware. And being aware of them is a big part of navigating them.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. And of course, I'd like to just share gratitude with all the listeners for listening to me ramble on every month as we have and, the various things we've done over the year.
Yeah, I know. When you think every month, that we've done this, and I know people find it helpful because they let me know. They have this overview, and then they can always go to your website, Astromark. Sorry,
.us.
all of a sudden I just blanked on it.
Yeah.
Astromark.us, where they can get a more full-blown version of this. But this is kind of just to help them get a quick overview of the month and kind of, I know I like to use it when I'm planning what I'm going to be doing. It really helps to kind of know what's going on energetically to make some better decisions. So I appreciate your time and involvement in doing this for us every month. I greatly, and then the weekly audio that you do where you give us more of a weekly update at newspiritjournal.com is fabulous. Yeah.
Well, happy holidays. Happy New Year.
Same to you. Thank you. And we'll be talking again and see what's in store for January as we move forward.
Very good.
Thank you, Mark.
Bye-bye.
Bye.